singing national anthems in high school to where she's at now. So that's why I always like using her for our events and stuff like that, and have partner up with her because I've known her so long and I've been fortunate enough to watch her career bud, and it's cool to watch it.
You know, it's kind of one of those things where I feel, and I can only say it this way, that the local scene for music is amazing, and I am just I'm blown away. I've been doing this since 2010. More professionally since 2010. So this is my 13th year of performing. My 10 years with the band, the Dawn Savage Band. I have our guitar player, our drummer, we've all had different, we've had a slew of different people come through the band. But, it's definitely always been the Dawn Savage Band, and you can expect to have a great show. We're full of energy, and we love to get the crowd going and the kids, and I think that's one thing that I always am growing, the little fan base. More and more people are like, wow, you have so many kids that come to the show. And it's because we put on a family-friendly show that it's not only just for adults, the kids love it too. So.
She's really attentive on stage, Frank. I got to tell you, the last time she was here, it was the last song. I thought, I'll sneak out early, which is what I do for every concert. Dawn, in the middle of the song, goes, bye, Scott, and waves to me, and you caught me in the act of leaving.
Oh yeah, I caught you in the act of leaving, which I mean, maybe it's not good, but I love to acknowledge people, and I love to make sure that I give my highs because I appreciate you being there. I appreciate everybody in the in the audience, and that's one thing that I do have to say, that I was able to get some good advice from Aaron Tippin when I first opened for him back in 2013, and I said, Aaron, what is your biggest advice that you would give someone who is performing, or someone like me who's a striving singer-songwriter? And he said, you know what, Dawn? He said, the best advice that I would be able to give to you is that you make sure that whenever you step on stage that you give them a show. Don't just stand there. He said, you want to make sure that you give them a show, because they could buy your CD. They don't have to come to the show. They don't have to pay an entry fee. They could just jam in their car or in the shower or wherever and listen to you. And he said, whenever you're on stage, you just put it on like there's thousands of people. Doesn't matter how many people are in the audience. You put on a good show for them.
You follow that advice, because you do have a great stage presence, and I feel the enthusiasm. It makes everyone in the crowd enthused too.
I really truly hope so, and I think so. I think that we do a really good job of keeping the interaction together, and I for one love that advice, and that's something that I would give to anybody looking to perform. Being a new singer-songwriter, you don't want to just stand there. You want to make sure that you're interacting with the crowd because they're here to see you. So I hope to look forward to see all of you on Saturday, and it's going to be a fun show.
But if you're in an emo band and everybody looking at you is still staring at their feet and you want to assimilate to their vibe?
Vibe whatever you want to vibe.
I like that.
I think Eddie should.
Shoegaze.
I still think Eddie should give us some hints on what his costume is, don't you?
It is in keeping with the season, and I will be riding my bike around while wearing the costume, and I even got special socks.
Okay, so he's going to be a leaf. Blowing in the wind.
That's normal.
Blowing in the wind.
That's normal.
If I was going to be a Bob Dylan reference, it wouldn't be that particular one. No, that's not it. I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
It's going to be fun.
This is going to be, no doubt in my mind, this is going to be the best of the 5 that we will do.
Yeah.
And man, it's about the kids.
Yeah.
And it's about getting a serious hardcore sugar buzz going for about 4 hours.
Yeah, we do got to give some love to our buddy Dave down at PA Hot Rod, because
I'm riding the bike that Dave built me.
We couldn't do it without him. He's been. We were in a meeting the other day, and he goes, "Well, what do I do for this?" And I was like, "You do a lot, bro. You might not think you do, but you do."
Eat candy.
Yeah.
That's all that's going to be required. And everybody that shows up, bring some candy. We are stocking up, because I've seen, Tady, you've seen this. What happens when a leftover pizza hits the okay? It's like that cartoon where all the mice come out and eat all the cheese and nothing left but the signs.
And we do have for the car crews, because there are some guys that are going to have their car cruises cars out. We do have dash plaques for the first 150 car cruisers.
Oh,
Nice.
well, that's a Dave thing.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Right.
Make sure you bring the kids out. Get them dressed up. Have fun. This is a time to celebrate and have a good time with your family.
Anytime life gives you the opportunity to be silly, dear Lord, grab it.
Absolutely.
Right. I mean, and we're getting to that time of year where, you know, this is going to be your last opportunity to have fun outside, and you got to be captive in a house for the winter.
Yeah,
So.
this is going to be one of our last on Savage Band shows for the year too. So I'm really looking forward to having you come out. If you want to see us, come out and see us.
You mentioned you're working on some new songs. Did I hear that too?
Yeah,
Can you tell
I
us anything
am.
about that?
I am working on a few different songs. I'm going to be remastering Been Meaning to Say. You can find that on iTunes. We are going to be putting Moonshine. That's going to be coming up. That's the first song that we're going to do is Moonshine. So we've been singing that song and playing it. You know it. Now you can soon. We're hopefully being able to go into the studio on the 10th of November. It was supposed to be in October, but I lost my voice, so that didn't work. So we're hitting again. And then I have a couple songs that I've been working on, and I will be giving more details about those shortly.
You know where you'll be able to hear them, don't you?
On the Beaver.
That's right.
On the Beaver.
Right.
That
You're
was
not
pretty
listening,
good.
that's-
It took a long time, and I kept waiting for that. Dawn
I love it.
Savage,
You taught me well, Eddie.
Dawn Savage, Scott Tady, Frank Sparks, Teleforum. I gotta process. That was a crap ton of information. So let me get this sorted out before we're done.